day. Today's economic lesson of the Namibian NSSC ordinary syllabus is 1.2, which is about economic resources, and of 1.2 we discuss the A part, where we discuss these different factors of production. So you can pick up from my sentence that factors of production and economic resources is the same. So you can all call it the one or the other one. So this is what today's lesson will be about. But to refer back to our previous lessons, can anybody remember what is scarcity? Remember scarcity, we have said, where we have limited resources and unlimited ones. And scarcity, the implication of scarcity is that we must make a decision and must choose. Okay, so we are back. We have referred a little bit to previous work that we have done, but we are back at the factors of production, which we have on the board also. And as I've already said, that it can also be called economic resources or just resources of a country. So remember that if you get a question on that you don't think it is something else if they talk about economic resources or resources. Okay, land is a natural resource. It is normally said that it is extract from nature. An example of land can be like gold or fish. That is examples of land. Then if we look at labor, labor is also called a human resource. In this human resource, human effort is used in the production process of goods and services. Labor can be divided in skilled labor. Skilled labor is normally somebody that goes through training, like a teacher or an engineer, and that they are qualified as an engineer, and they are skilled then, seen as a skilled worker. A semi-skilled worker is somebody, for example, who have learned a trade like sewing. Say, for example, working in a business where they sew jackets for schools or tracksuits for schools. So you have learned something, you have a specific skill, but it's very limited, and it's also of short training, like a month or 3 months or something like that. That is examples. Okay, then we have unskilled labor. This is workers that didn't go through any training at all. And this is workers that, for example, that clean the school grounds or clean the hostels. They can be seen as unskilled workers. In our country, the majority of our workers is unskilled workers, but that we will come to at a different point in the syllabus when we talk about employment and unemployment. Okay, then the third resource, as you can see here, is a capital resource. This capital resource is also called a manufacturing resource. This resource is used to produce the final goods and services that me and you are using every day, like the t-shirt you wear or the school pants you wear. That is final goods. Capital goods we can divide in two types. They divide it in a fixed capital. That is like a washing machine. You can reuse this product and reuse it for many years. Or a fridge that you have in your house that you reuse and reuse. But another form of capital is working capital. And working capital is like if you are in an office and you use the paper that you use in the office, you can only use once. Perhaps recycle it and use it another time. But normally these type of products, these working capital, is also an example which perhaps is more, you know more about it, is the fertilizers that they use in the soil before they prepare the land for planting maize. So that is a type of working capital. It's also a product that can be used, but it's finished after a short while. So they don't last very long, this working capital. It is finished after 1 or 2 uses, and that is normally also your seeds. Not only fertilizers, but seeds can also be used as that. So again, capital can be divided in working capital and fixed capital, and you must know the difference between that. Okay, the last one is entrepreneurship. Last of your factors of production. Entrepreneurship is this factor of production, combine all the other factors of production in a unit to produce the final good and service. So features of an entrepreneur that function as this factor of production will be somebody that have managing skills, somebody that can take risk, somebody that is reliable and responsible, somebody can manage funds for this product or plan that he have, and can get it together, not only by himself, but by looking for investors. So that means the managing of these funds to achieve his aim. This person is normally very creative, and this person also come up with ideas and plans and how to achieve his plans. This is characteristics of an entrepreneur, and which will help that the entrepreneur is also more successful. Okay, here is classwork that you can use in your class. For example, I can ask a student, explain the factor of production labor, and that in short, in that you can, for 2 marks, if you are asked for 2 marks, then you just say factor of production. Labor is a human resource. In this factor of production, they use the human efforts to produce. So those people work on the lands on a farm. That is the human effort that was used to produce, say, for example, the carrots or the mealies, which we have. Okay, and then you can ask another question, discuss the difference between skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled labor with examples. Or you can, in a question like this, give an article on somebody that is employed somewhere, and then ask the question that the students identify if this person is a skilled worker, and then they must give reasons, or an unskilled worker and give reasons for that. In newspapers like this, you get lots of advertisements for different jobs. So in that case, you can easily see or use one of these examples, and then you can cut that and give it to a student that he identify for you if it is skilled or semi-skilled labor. Okay, and then I have also for you exam questions or test questions which you can use. Explain the difference between fixed and working capital. That can be tested for 4 marks. Discuss when somebody can be classified as an entrepreneur. So then you bring up the different characteristics and features that an entrepreneur must possess, and then explain what economic resources consist of. So for a question like that, I can ask at least 8 marks, because you will mention all of that and you will have a short explanation on all of that, and that can give you easily 8 marks. So I can ask, like in the homework, only one of that, or I can ask in an exam all of it, and then it will bring you to 8 marks. Okay, for today, this is the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much.